Most people want the rewards of success, but few are willing to pay its true price. They chase comfort, yet wonder why greatness escapes them. But I tell you this, if you want a life others dream about, you must first do the things they avoid. You must embrace what is hard. Not once, not when convenient, but every single day. Because in the doing of hard things, you earn the right to live an uncommon life. Avoid difficulty, and you avoid destiny. Run from struggle, and you run from success. But lean into resistance, and life itself will lean in to reward you. You see, every dream worth chasing begins not with hope, but with hardship. It begins when a man or woman stands at the crossroads and says, "I will do what others refuse." The path of ease is well worn by the masses. It's safe, predictable, and utterly forgettable. But the path of greatness, that narrow uphill climb, is traveled only by those who choose struggle over security, challenge over comfort. That path is lonely, yes, but it's also rich with growth, with purpose, with power. For the man who willingly steps into the fire is the one who emerges forged like steel. Now hear me well. Your mind is your greatest weapon, but like any blade, it must be sharpened through friction. No mind ever became great by floating in ease. The mind, like the body, must be tested. It must be stretched. It must be forged in difficulty. The thinkers, builders, and legends of our world did not choose the easy road. They faced rejection, ridicule, defeat, but they kept going. They knew that pain is temporary, but purpose is eternal. And what is it that separates the few who rise from the many who settle? It is their relationship with discomfort. Where others run, they remain. Where others crumble, they compose. These individuals know a truth too many ignore. When you choose hard now, life becomes easier later. But choose easy now, and life will become hard later. There is no escaping this principle. It is nature's law. Do not wait for strength to come before you take the hard path. Strength is built on that path. You become strong by doing what is difficult, and the more you lean into it, the more you discover your true power. But the greatest enemy of that power? Comfort. Comfort is the silent killer of ambition. It tells you you're fine where you are, that things aren't so bad, that next week, next month, next year, you'll finally commit. But comfort lies, and every day you listen to it, your dream fades a little more. The most dangerous place to live is in the illusion that you have time. You don't. You have now. You have this moment. And in this moment, you must choose. Will you chase ease, or will you chase evolution? Let me remind you of something powerful. Every breakthrough began as a breakdown. Every revolution was born in frustration. The Wright brothers didn't take flight because it was easy. They were ridiculed, mocked, and grounded, but their persistence lifted them. Henry Ford wasn't celebrated at first. He was considered foolish for trying to make cars affordable. And Thomas Edison, well, he failed thousands of times before lighting up the world. These men didn't rise because they avoided difficulty. They rose because they embraced it. The truth is, if you only do what's easy, your life will be hard. But if you are willing to do what's hard, your life eventually will be easy. Not effortless, but filled with meaning, abundance, and freedom. Because you built the habits, the mindset, and the strength necessary to handle it. You became someone who can carry the weight of greatness. That's the reward of difficulty. It doesn't just give you success, it gives you character. And make no mistake, there will be days where your mind screams for you to quit. Days when doubt is loud, when fatigue wraps around you like a fog. But these are not signs to stop. These are signs you're on the right path. Because the closer you get to your breakthrough, the louder the resistance becomes. So don't retreat. Don't give in. Remember this. Diamonds are made under pressure. So are you. Now let's talk about something that most ignore. Resilience. You see, the successful don't avoid falling. They simply refuse to stay down. Every time life knocks them off their path, they get back up stronger. Resilience is the power to endure the storm, not because you enjoy the pain, but because your vision is stronger than your circumstances. And resilience isn't born, it's built. It's built in every repetition of "I'll try again." It's built every time you stand up with tears in your eyes and keep walking. Most people wait for motivation, but those who rise don't rely on feelings. They rely on discipline. Discipline says, I'll do it anyway. It shows up when motivation disappears, and that's the key, consistency through resistance, because success is not the result of what you do sometimes. It's the result of what you do consistently, especially when it's hard. You want to change your life, then you must change your standard. Raise your expectations. Start demanding more from yourself, especially when it hurts. You cannot change your reality with the same mindset that created it. You must stretch, you must evolve, you must decide. And that decision becomes real when you set a clear, definite goal. A goal so sharp, so precise that it wakes you up early and keeps you up late. Without a goal, you drift. And drifting is the enemy of destiny. Get specific. Define the dream. Write it down. Make it your obsession, not your wish. Break it into steps and then take those steps daily, with fire, with focus, with faith. But understand this, you will never outgrow the need to learn. Learning is not something you did in school. It is something you must do every day. The most powerful minds in history were students of life until their final breath. Read, study, reflect, improve. And more importantly, apply. Wisdom unused is wasted. Knowledge unapplied is forgotten. It is not what you know, but what you do with what you know that changes your life. And yet, even with knowledge, even with goals, nothing matters if you don't believe. Belief is the foundation. It is the root of all greatness. If you do not believe you can, you will not act. And if you do not act, you will not win. Simple. So strengthen your belief. Feed it daily. Guard it like treasure. Your dreams depend on it. Speak to yourself like the person you intend to become. Affirm it, visualize it, step into it. Because when you believe deeply and act boldly, the world responds. You must become the one who stops saying one day and starts declaring today. Be the one who shows up when no one's watching. Be the one who does the hard thing when everyone else is quitting. Be the one who chooses struggle over stagnation. Because when you do, your future begins to shift. Let others live in the illusion of comfort. Let others wait for the perfect moment. But you act, you endure, you build, and in doing so, you become unstoppable. So I ask you now, what will you choose? Will you settle for ease and regret? Or will you rise to challenge and become the version of yourself this world has never seen? The choice is yours. But remember this one eternal truth. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy. But if you keep doing what's easy, your life will stay hard. Let today be the day you decide. Let this be your day one. And once you choose it, never look back.